Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, my people, on this wonderful, wonderful day that the Lord has blessed and made and allowed us to see. As I always say, man, look, today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a wonderful day. Today is going to be a prosperous day, man. Look, today is just going to be the day that God moved on somebody's behalf, man. Why? Because he heard your prayers. He seen your tears, man. Look, God is a God of grace and mercy. And yes, his grace and his mercy is sufficient enough for you, man. Look, man, today is just gonna be a great day, man. Today is gonna be a wonderful day. The sun out, man. The sun shining, man. Look, that's how I know today is gonna be a great day. But man, look, I just want to let somebody know on today, man. Look, continue to trust God. Continue to believe in God. Continue to walk with God. Continue to honor God, no matter what life throw at you, no matter what your situation look like, man. Please don't give up on God. Please don't give in, man. The battle that you're fighting, man, have already been won, man. It was never it was never yours to fight in the beginning. It was never yours to fight in the beginning. I don't know who need to hear that, but it was never yours to fight in the beginning. God have already won that battle, man. He have already gave you victory in that thing. All you gotta do is stand still and see the deliverance that God is about to give you, man. Trust God. Rest in his peace. Rest in his presence, man. Just like when him and his disciple was on the boat and the storm came, man, and God was resting, but they was all acting crazy and whatnot, man. Look, same thing God telling you today is to rest. He got it. Peace be still. That's all you gotta say. Peace be still. Whatever it is that you're going through, man, ask God to give you peace. Ask God to give you comfort. Ask God to give you joy. Man, ask God to help you to get through that thing, man. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Philippians 4:13, man. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, man, all you gotta do is ask God for strength. We try to do a lot of things by ourselves with our own strength, and we can't. That's why we're failing in life. That's why it seems like life is taking a toll on us, because we trying to live this life by ourselves when we don't have to live it by ourselves. We don't have to do none of that, man. God is right there with you. God said, I never leave you. God said, I never forsake you. So why is you trying to live this life alone? God is the author and the creator of your life. All you got to do is trust him. All you got to do is walk with him daily. All you got to do is spend time with him, devoting some time to him when you first wake up and before you lay down. Give God some quality time, man. That's why a lot of people out here are struggling, because they not giving God what he is asking of him. They not going to God. God needs your time. God wants you. God don't care about the money. God wants you. God don't care because you go to that church every Sunday. God wants you. God wants your heart. God wants your relationship. God wants a relationship with you. Y'all out here trying to work your way into heaven. You out here trying to work favor, trying to get favor from God by doing all this. Yeah, some of the stuff that we do is required. God requires you to love people. God requires you to help people. But it's all about having wisdom and knowledge, knowing when to help people and when not to help people. Some of y'all out here are intervening in what God's trying to do in other people's life, because your heart is so... You have a loving heart, and I'm not telling nobody to start loving people, but you got to have the wisdom and knowledge when to back off. Because some of us, man, this is something that I had to learn. We are out here intervening in what God's trying to do in people. Like, how can God get to people, or how can God turn people towards him when we always out here trying to play God? When we always trying to be the one who come in and help people. Man, at the end of the day, yeah, God gave us a relationship with people, but God did never tell us to depend on people. God wants us to depend on him. And he need people to begin to depend on him. He need people to turn to him. He don't need people turning to us, because we not God. We got to stop playing God. We got to stop trying to do God's job and let God do his job and we do his job. God called us to serve. God called us to pray for people. Yeah, God called us to help people, like I said, but you got to have the wisdom and knowledge to know when to help people and when not to help people, and start intervening with God trying to do in people's life. That's something that we got to learn. That's something that we have to learn, man. And I know sometimes it hurts where you gotta, it ain't so much a turning your back on people. It just, sometimes, man, you gotta learn how to just say, God, I'm placing them, or I'm placing this situation in your hand, but you know what's best. God, have your way in this situation, or have your way in these people's life, and trust God and leave it at that. No matter what it looked like, we got to continue to trust God and believe in God for a better outcome. That God gonna change the situation. He gonna change people. Cause we can't do it. Only God can. Only God can, man. But look, today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a wonderful day. Today is going to be a powerful day. Today is going to be a blissful day. Today is going to be a prosperous day. Speak that, receive that, claim that, all in the name of Yahuwah, man. Look, continue to trust God. Continue to walk with God. Continue to be obedient to God. Obedience is the key to receiving your blessing. Obedience is the key to receiving your blessing. Following God's commandment. Being obedient to God's word. Hearkening to his voice. Doing what God asks you to do. That is the key to receiving the life, the blessing that God has for you. God just not going to just give you something just because you feel like you deserve it. We all feel like we deserve some stuff, but at the end of the day, obedience is required from God in order to receive the gift, the blessings, or whatever God has for you, man. God do not reward disobedience like some of us parents are out here doing in this world. We're rewarding our kids and they are being disobedient, and what is they learning? That even though I'm out here doing wrong, even though I'm out here being disobedient, I'm still gonna get rewarded. We are teaching our kids wrong. We need to be teaching them that in order for you to receive anything, your obedience is required, because that's what God is teaching us. God don't give you just because. God don't give you just because. God requires that you walk in obedience, that you humble yourself, that you be obedient to him. So, but man, look, today gonna be a great day, man. Today gonna be a wonderful day, man. Make sure you spend some time with God. Make sure you, man, when I say spend time with God, I'm talking about, man, just go somewhere in a quiet place and just talk to God and listen and wait till God respond. That's the thing about it, man. We want to talk to God, but then we don't want to listen to what he got to say. We want to talk. But then when God get to talking back to us, sometimes it don't be what we want to hear. And I feel like that's why a lot of people out here running from God, because they don't want to submit and surrender to God nor his ways. And that's a requirement. In order for you to receive the life that God has for you, you gotta surrender and submit to him and his ways. I ain't talking about to these worldly ways. I ain't talking about to these people ways. I ain't talking about to what the people say in the church. I'm talking about to what God say, man. To what God say. God sit on the throne, not these preachers and pastors. I don't sit on God's throne. I don't even require that you listen to me, even though God be using me as a vessel to speak to people. I always tell people, yeah, take back whatever I said. Take it back to God, man. If you don't believe what I'm saying, take it back to God, man. Because I'm human. We all make mistakes. We all say some things. Well, the case may be, I don't know it all. I don't try to sit around and act like I know it all. But look. But man, today is gonna be a great day, man. So rejoice, be happy, be glad in it. God woke you up this morning. Be thankful, man, that God blessed you and allowed you to see another day. Because somewhere somebody didn't get a chance to wake up and see this day. Somebody didn't get a chance to take breath. Somebody didn't get a chance to see their family. Somebody didn't get a chance to just wake up and just say, thank God, man. So look, just thank God, man. Thank God, God woke you up this morning, man. It's the first blessing. Start complaining, man. Start complaining about what you don't have and begin to thank God for what you do have, man. Gratitude goes a long way with God. Thanksgiving goes a long way with God, man. Just thank God. I don't even care if you I don't care what your situation look like. Just thank God that you're alive. Cause man, you could be in a worse situation. You could be somewhere locked up. You could be somewhere 6 feet deep. You could be somewhere in the hospital, somewhere laid up in the bed, can't move, can't do nothing for yourself. But God woke you up this morning, allow you to be able to be free to move about, do what you need to do for yourself. Man, at the end of the day, if you is somewhere locked up, you still should be thanking God because guess what? You still got life. And God can change your situation, man. I believe that God works in mysterious ways. I believe that whatever God will for you, it's gonna happen, you know. And not only that, man, even if you laid up in the hospital, hey, God's still healing people. God's still producing miracles, man. So you just gotta continue to believe and continue to and just continue to trust God, even if it's not God will to heal you while you're on this earth, man. Just continue to thank God, man, that you got life. That you got life. That you got life, man. Life is important. That's what people fail to realize. Life is important, man. And we waste it and we take it for granted every day. We take it for granted. We take so much for granted every day, man. We take life for granted, man, until it gets snatched away. We take people for granted. We take loved ones for granted. We just take so much for granted, man, until it's gone. So, man, on this day, just take time out to just show God some gratitude, some thanksgiving. Spend some time with him, man, praising him, worshiping him, thanking him. Sitting in silence, man, seeing what God got to say to you. You know, yeah, sometimes what God gonna say, man, it might hurt you. Yeah, sometimes what God say, man, you might not want to hear it. But at the end of the day, we all gotta know that we ain't perfect. That we out here, man, some of us have gone astray from God. Some of us ain't living right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my job to judge nobody, well, okay, may be. You know what I'm saying? Only God can judge you. Only God know the life that you living. If God ain't told me to say nothing to you, if God ain't gave me no word to say, it ain't my job to speak on, you know. But even though we're called to correct people, but some people, they don't know how to receive correction because some people take correction as you attacking them. Some people take you correcting them as in basically you attacking them, or I can't think of the other word, but man, look, that's why that's why you got to be careful out here, man. You got to be careful out here when you serving God. You know, I ain't telling nobody to back down. I ain't telling nobody to be afraid, but you just gotta have the wisdom and knowledge. Because man, when you out here trying to correct people, man, they gonna feel like you attacking them. You know, they gonna feel like you judging them. And some people don't understand the difference from judging and correcting. Like I always tell me, if I come up to you and be like, oh yeah, you doing this and you doing that, but I ain't got no type of evidence, or I ain't never seen you. I'm just basing off of how you look. I'm like, cause of how that person look, did what they doing. That's judging. But if I see you doing something and I know it's wrong and I come up to you and try to correct you, that's just me doing what God told me to do. Like, we got to learn how to humble ourselves in order to be corrected. Y'all, if you can't be corrected by people, I know you can't be corrected by God. And if you can't be corrected by God, I know you can't be corrected by people. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, look, we all need some correction in our life. Man, I need correction in my life. I ain't gonna get mad at somebody come up here and say, well, Cree, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're right. It might hurt me or it might make me feel some type of way, but hey, it's just me being convicted. And I gotta change that. I never get mad for somebody trying to correct me. Just make sure you know what you're talking about when you come to me. But other than that, man, look, today gonna be a great day. Today gonna be a wonderful day. Speak that, receive that, claim that, all in the name of Yahuwah, Yahusha, man. Look, I don't know who need to hear this, But look, this is a season of preparation for somebody. This is a season for elevation. This is a season for promotion. This is a season for separation. I don't know who need to hear this. I don't know what season somebody in, but man, look, Spirit will let you know. All you gotta do is go back to God, man. Take it back to God. God will let you know. Some people, man, God's about to separate you from some people. You know, that's why I tell people, man, you gotta be careful when you sit down and praying and talking to God, and you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, God gonna do God. God gonna be God. And if you ain't ready, or if you ain't preparing yourself for what you praying for and what you asking God to do in your life, hey, cause God works on his time and his way, his divine time. And God gonna do what's best. That God gonna do what he see best fit for you in your life, not what you want. You know, yeah, you can send out them prayer petitions, you can send out them requests and whatever the case may do, but at the end of the day, God is the author and the creator of your life. And he know where he trying to take you. He know what he want to do with you. And he know some people that we still holding on to can't go with us. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with losing some people, whether it be family, friend, co-worker, job, whatever the case may be. Because in order for you to elevate, man, you first got to separate. You got to separate from what's not for you. God ain't finna elevate you while you still attached to what's not for you. And sometimes separation gonna bring pain, but at the end of the day, man, get what? I promise you, it gonna be better for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we, at the end of the day, like I said, we try to hold on to a lot of people. And some of us, we out here figuring out why God ain't moving in our life, or why we ain't being elevated, and why we ain't been, because you trying to hold on, you trying to take people, places, the thing with you that God ain't even told you to take with you, or God don't told you to leave alone, or cutting people off. And man, look, it's just, that's why this is why I tell people, man, when you got time, you gotta go read Matthew chapter 10 verses, I think 34, Matthew chapter 10, 34 through 39, man. That what God, hey, look, people don't understand, man, that you're gonna have to cut family members off. That you're gonna have to cut people off, man. When you following God, man, you're gonna have to cut some people off, and it gonna hurt you. You're gonna have to separate from some people, and it gonna hurt you. It gonna hurt you. But I'd rather be hurt then than to be hurt later. You feel what I'm saying? I'd rather for God to show me who I need to cut off and separate than try to still hold on to some people who gonna betray me, stab me in my back. You know what I'm saying? People who just only with me because they see that they can get something up out of me, man. And a lot of y'all got people around you like that. You got some Judases. You got some people in your life, man, that God trying to let you know you need to you need to separate them from. And you wonder why you're going through hell and hot water, and you start praying, and you start asking God, what I need to do, or God, is this person for me? And God trying to show you, God done showed you that this person ain't for you. God done showed you that these people ain't for you, but you still trying to hold on because some people, man, they scared to start over. It ain't, man, look, I don't care how old you is. It ain't nothing wrong with starting. There's nothing wrong with starting over, man. I'd rather start over than continue being in something, or being in something that God done told me that it ain't for me. But I'm still staying in it and wondering why I'm still going through hell and hot water. Man, release yourself from that. Release yourself from that situation. Release yourself from that job. Release yourself from them people, man. Whatever it is, man. Whatever God telling you to let go of in this season, let it go. Let go and let God handle the situation, man. If it's for you, man, get what? It gonna remain there. If it's not, then it just means it wasn't for you. Don't be afraid to let go of things, peoples, and places, man. Because if God telling you to let it go, that means he got something better for you. But you still holding on because you're comfortable right there. Man, look, This is why I tell people you can't get comfortable. It's all right being content, but you can't get comfortable. When you get comfortable, man, that's when it be so hard to move. I'm speaking to myself as well. That's when it be so hard to move when God say move, because you don't got comfortable. And not God trying to take you up out your comfort zone. And a lot of people don't like to get put up out their comfort zone. But it's when you step up out your comfort zone is when you begin to see God move at the most. You know what I'm saying? How can you sit and say that you believe and trust in God when you ain't never tried God? You feel me? I ain't say test God. I say try God. Try God. And you'll see how great God is, man. I ain't just say step out there, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to pray. You got to ask God to lead you and guide you. God, give me directions. This is why you got to have a close relationship with God, man. This is why you got to be one with the Father. This is why you got to be, man. This is why a relationship with God is the most important relationship than any relationship in this world, whether it be a relationship with your parent, whether it be a relationship with your spouse or your kids. The most important relationship is a relationship with God, because without a relationship with God, man, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You want all the other relationship to succeed and to prosper. Guess what? You need a relationship with God, man. Just like how we sit down and get to know other people and build a relationship with people, man. Get what? We got to do the same thing with God. We got to build a relationship with God, man. And you got to build your life on a strong, solid foundation, which is God. Because, man, when the storms come in, the testing and all that come in, man, guess what? You want to be able to, after all this stuff is over with, man, you want to be able to stand firm. And the only way you're going to stand firm, man, you need a solid foundation. That is God, man. Get your relationship with God, man. Give God your heart, man. Invite God into your life. Invite God into your heart, man. Stop running from God. Stop being afraid of God, man. God is nobody to be afraid of. God is nobody to run from. God is somebody you need to run to. Not only just when you're going through bad times in your life, but even when things are going good. Because when things going good, the enemy showed up gonna try to attack you. Then don't just run to God where everything going bad, and then when everything going good, you turn your back on God. Like you don't need him no more, man. You need God every day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, even when you're sleeping, you need God. You need God. You need God, man. You need God. But honor God, man. Honor God not only with your mouth, honor God with your mind, your body, and your soul, man. Live for God, man. Trust God. Be one with God, man. Love God, man. If you don't love nobody else, man, make sure you love God, because God gonna love you back. God don't love you when it's conditional for him like people do. See, people gonna only love you when it's conditional, when it's best for them. But man, God gonna love you no matter what, man. God gonna show you unconditional love, man. You feel me? You know, so, but man, look, today gonna be a great day, man. Today gonna be a wonderful day. You know, hey, man, speak life over yourself. Speak life over your situation, man. Speak life over whatever it is that you may be dealing with, whatever it is that you may be handling, man. Stay positive. Stay positive. Keep positive people around you, man. Remove the negativity, man, and just stay positive. Stay humble, man. You stay, man, look, God loves the humble but opposes the proud, man. I tell people, man, when you walk around here with pride puffed up inside you, like you God, like everything that you did in life, it was you. You don't give God no honor, no glory, no praise, no thanksgiving, none of that, and you taking all out, and you taking, excuse me, and you taking everything like you did it, man. Get what God gonna do? God gonna humble you in a way that, man, it ain't gonna feel good. God will take you from him and bring you all the way down now. However he see best fit. Sometimes God will snatch everything away from you to show you that it was him and it was not with you. You can't do nothing without God. We can't do nothing without God. You hear me? We can't do nothing, man. We got to stop acting like we God. We got to stop playing like we God, man. We cannot do God's job. If God say, do my job, none of us will be able to do God's job. Within the first 5 seconds, you be talking about, God, I can't do this. Because you got to understand, God is everywhere. He dealing with everybody. And y'all know how we are. We don't even like dealing with 1 or 2 people. So imagine dealing with billions and billions and billions of people. Where they constantly coming to you with all these problems, all these requests. Man, you can't do God's job. So stop trying to do God's job. Let God be God. And you do what God asks you to do. You be the servant. You serve. You be obedient to God. You live the way God has told you and called you to live. Stop trying to please people. We're not called to please people. We're called to please God. Y'all like her trying to please people. Then when people hurt you, then you want to play the victim. No, it's your fault because you out here trying to please people. You want people to like you. Everybody ain't going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you. You're going to have some people who going to dislike you. You're going to have some people who going to hate you. That's them. Stop worrying about who like you and who don't like you, man. Long God pleased with you. Long God love you. Long God like you, man. That's all that matters. People do not matter, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, people do not matter. People will have you stressed out, depressed, all that, because you trying to please them. You trying to make them happy, man. Look, if a person ain't happy within themselves, guess what? You will not be able to make them happy. Stop trying to make people happy. That is not your job. If somebody telling you it's your job to make them happy, pull yourself away from that situation. That means they not happy within themselves, because it is not your job to make nobody happy. Your job is to love people and whatever the case may be. But trying to make a person happy, man, you will stress yourself out. Stop trying to make people happy, man. If they ain't already happy, if they ain't already got peace, if they ain't already got joy, and hey, they gonna bring you down. They miserable, they gonna try to make you miserable. With the saying in the Bible, with the verse in the Bible saying misery loves company. Man, look, make yourself happy. Keep yourself happy. Stay positive through it all, man. Stay positive through it all. But hey, today gonna be a great day, man. Today gonna be a wonderful day, man. Man, look. Just love God with all your heart, man. Love God with all your heart, man. Love God with all your heart, because God love you. God love you. God love you. But hey, today gonna be a great day, man. Speak that, see that, claim that, all in the name of Yahuwah. Continue to walk by faith and not by sight. Continue to seek God with all your heart. Man, Lord, just continue to be obedient to God, man. Continue to be obedient to God. But hey, other than that, man, look, I love y'all, man. God love you a million times more. Keep your head up, stay prayed up. Man, spend some time with God. Make some time for God, man. Make sure you put God first, man. Stop putting God second, third, fourth, fifth. God come first, everything else second, man. Continue to put God first, and what will God do for you, man? He'll bring you from the back of the line to the front of the line. But you gotta continue to put God first in your life, man. He gotta be the head of your life, not the tail. You can't be in the middle, can't be in between. God gotta come first. You gotta come first. You gotta come first. But other than that, man, look, I love y'all. God love you a million times more. Man, keep your head up. Stay prayed up. Enjoy your day. Y'all be safe. Until next time, man. I love y'all. Peace.